I can't even believe how much progress we have made on this project. Our fearless project manager on this one is Darren, and he is crushing it. We have speaker rings in, we have pot light rings in, we have a bunch of alarm wire, speaker wire going here, there, and everywhere. We've got the plumbers on site getting all of the drainage in, getting the water pipes in. On this house, we have gone with a cast iron drainage system for the entire home to reduce sound. I highly recommend that on any home, to be honest with you. Nobody wants to hear the sound of water going down the toilet. We walk around through here. One of the things that we decided to do is sister the joists with steel stud. And we did that so that we can ensure that the ceiling is flat. There's a bit of a belly, I think, in the joist there. And so in order to make sure that the ceiling is perfectly flat, we've just sistered every joist with some steel stud, which is also gonna help with decoupling the drywall from the floor joist, which is gonna reduce the amount of sound transference from this floor to the bedrooms above us. Let's take a spin into the kitchen area here where we've got some action happening. We had this brilliant idea brought to us to actually make the island out of plywood on the ground. This is the layout of the island for this project. This is gonna be mind-blowing how incredible this space is gonna be as we get closer to getting finished. We have a ton of work still to go in terms of getting ready for the flooring to go in. We have got the doors on order. We're not in any huge rush to get those installed because we want to make sure that they have the least amount of chance of getting damaged as humanly possible. Kitchen island over here, cabinets swinging over this way. We've got the dining room going over here. We've got a cool drop going in here, super modern, super cool. Again, gonna look awesome once it's finished. This camera angle probably gives you a better idea of what I meant with sistering all of the joists with steel stud. We're now upstairs. It's a bit of a mess if I'm being honest with you. There's been a lot of work happening up here. Right now, we are fortunate enough to be here at the same time as Martin Drabeck of Drabeck Technologies. He is here, and there's somebody right here, setting up his magical 3D scanner that scans a space and makes sure that the stairs that are gonna go in here work perfectly. When you're dealing with steel, you don't have a lot of room for air. So Martin makes sure that everything is nailed down perfectly so that when he comes to bring his stairs and railings in, everything fits perfectly. Again, right now, in reality, once this home's finished, where the camera is currently situated is floating in the air. Again, we built this temporary floor structure up here so that it would be safe for people to work, safe for us to get things done. But again, the stairs are gonna come up behind me over here. Hopefully the camera follows. Up and around that way. Super cool. Very interesting how this all comes together. This is the magical 3D scanning camera that they use to make sure that they get their part of the work done right. If you want to get good quality work done, you gotta work with people that are prepared to invest in themselves. Sprucehill, we invest in ourselves. I spend tons of money on technology to make sure that we can run our company and our projects as effectively and as efficiently as possible. Martin Technology makes sure that the work that he does for our clients, or his clients, comes out perfectly. Takes pride in his work. Make sure he has the right tools to get the job done. You want to make sure you're working with people like Martin who have the right tools to get the job done properly for you every time. This is a pretty typical construction site mid-construction. We make sure that we get the house swept and cleaned up every other day, minimally once a week. But when you have so many people working on site, there's so many things happening, it's easy for mess to happen. It is what it is. We just have to make sure that it gets cleaned up on a regular basis. Otherwise it gets out of hand. I mean, you can see over here, we've got a bunch of isoboard from the attic that needed to get removed because it's just in the way. Got this beautiful door from Euroline. It opens effortlessly. Like, it's unreal how amazing these doors are. It's got that little soft close at the end too. Look at that. Euroline, we love you. Way to go. Windows are in, Fireplaces are in. I think we talked about that before. Again, this space is going to be phenomenal once it's done. Above us, we've got ducting in. We have air conditioning going in upstairs. We've got HRV equipment going in upstairs. Ton of stuff happening here. Ton of stuff. And that's how you get projects done quickly, folks. If you do not have people on site every day working towards the finish line, your project is gonna drag on and on and on. Sprucehill, we work relentlessly to keep your projects on schedule. We are obsessed with it. We spend so much time and energy on our project plan, on coordinating with our trade partners, making sure that everybody knows who's doing what when. It's conducting an orchestra, construction project management. It is a very, very difficult thing to do. And anybody that says otherwise is just out to lunch. It doesn't mean that nobody else can do it. It's a very difficult thing to do. And it takes time, experience to know what needs to go when, or what needs to be installed when, and the order of operations of things. We're now in the primary ensuite. This is gonna be an elevated shower. So you're not gonna step like over a curb and into it. You're just gonna step up, and this whole thing is just gonna slope into the middle. Very, very cool design, very, very modern. Really looking forward to seeing this come together and how cool it's gonna be. This is gonna be where the shower control valves are gonna go, and we are going to be miracling a linear drain into this. So stay tuned to see how we do that, because it is freaking cool. Up here, different from downstairs, is you can now start to see some, this is called 14.2 electrical wire going in. So the electricians are making their way through the upper floor of the house, and that's typically how we tend to do things. We try to have one trade start on one floor, the next trade, and then finish, and then move down to the next floor. Then the trades just kind of follow each other from the top to the bottom, or bottom to the top, depending on how it makes sense. Frequently it's bottom to top because you've got the plumbers, and turns out water flows downhill. So typically the plumbers like to start in the basement and work their way to the upper floor. We are now down in the basement. We've got two of our team here today. We've got Amar and Heavy T getting her done downstairs. Fireplace is in down here. Again, we got Amar over here. We got Pink Plumbing on site, getting the drainage put in. Windows and doors are all in down here. A ton of progress. You can see we've got wires coming down through the ceiling. The mechanical room is gonna, well, it is right here. This is where everything is gonna find its way to ultimately. So again, just a ton of progress happening here every day. Around 15 to 25 people on site, so much so that we've got 2 porta potties outside to make sure that everybody can be comfortable. Let's leave it at that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to learn more about who we are, what we do, why we do things the way we do, and what makes Sprucehill awesome, and what we can do for you, reach out to us. I'd love to chat with you and hear about what your dreams and your vision are for your project. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're gonna subscribe and click that bell. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day.